Well, good evening as it is this day. And the thing I want to talk about is John Sittel Propriety Slack and what it has presently available for those to become franchise. Why is it an advantage to actually have John Sittel Propriety Slack in a franchise condition and being a franchise of John Sittel Propriety? And there are locations in what's said to be canvas within the array, and also in what's said to be link within the array that can be very beneficial for someone in their occupation, particularly if they're involved in real estate development in any way, shape, or form. But also for the average person, if you thought so, not so average based on the franchise fee, is the condition and certain advantages that occur. And one of those advantages is having access to my monitored watch list on a daily basis so that one can see the individual chart for any particular stock on the watch list. And that can be an advantage for someone in their investing for the investment that they may do any particular day in accordance with the information that I provide in my classroom, private classroom, Investment 102. There are also other productivity location in URL that can be very, very beneficial for the one, and that's all included then in what's said to be the franchise fee and the cost of the John Sittel Propriety Slack. There's Office 365, for instance. There's the OneNote, for instance. There's My Drive that can become available. And there's also, for certain limited conditions, actually not the classroom, though. Because classroom's a little too private individually for that information to be shared. There are also other URLs in shortlisting, in fixture and furniture, also in appliance, and as it is accessory, cloth and food, that can be very beneficial to individuals in their selection for the shortlisting that occur within the Slack array. And then hopefully, as people become more familiar with Slack and more people get involved in the process, then there can be that huddle condition. People that have similar occupation, then they can have their so-called congregational group, and to assist each other based on their proficiency that they have in their particular quality in being occupation that they have, whether it's a machinist or a fabricator, or an engineer or an architect, or any of the occupation that are listed in the franchise and also the Slack location, John Sittel Propriety Slack. People can find their own quorum, they can find their own forum, they can find their own condition in that community effort in their specific occupation once enough franchise occur to have it be so. Further, there are also then those link program within the Slack array that one can be invited to attend, and those are very beneficial link according to what's said to be the quality in the lifestyle assistance that is provided in just the office protocol, friend, and food and physical movement suggestion in various form and array that can assist an individual to be healthier and, as you know, to be living forever. So that is a big advantage, and the total quality as it is now 2025, and I started shortlisting things, and to certain decisions that occur presently since 2014, and that's 11 years in time in doing shortlisting and decision making about those things that can be shared and available. And some people say that living a longer life and to living forever healthily is said to be well worth it in their life. So that is another advantage in becoming a franchise and having those informational be accessible for your particular condition. Also, the team, amateur team, JDS information is included in the Slack information, and also the PGA team JDS folder information is included in that location. So if you happen to be serious about your golf game, then that information may be well worth it to you. That's many hours in reviewing newsfeed and selecting what I thought was some very positive condition in player attribute on the course and safe golf course and program, and also safe golf course strategy programming, food and physical movements that can help the serious golfer become perhaps a better golfer than they ever could otherwise. So some people might find that a useful process and for those informations, and secondarily for the share that they can give in their discernment that maybe they hadn't heard of before, maybe hadn't heard it quite that way, and to be able to share then that information if they happen to be a golf professional instructor to others along their serious golf path, if you thought so. So those are some things. There are other sites and benefits and URL programming and availability and productivity apps that may become available and not mentioned at this time. And so in all, I think that for certain people that have plenty of money, the franchise fee is not a whole lot at 100,000 USD, and as I know, certain bigger conditions occur in if you're coefficient proficient enough and the demand is there in intake fee and hourly rate that would more than make up the difference in what's said to be the franchise fee in, if at worst the condition is a business tax deduction that may be taken. So for the business loss, the client, according to the federal franchise disclosure statement, not wanting to pay for the condition and intake fee and hourly rate, then that becomes a business loss as it's defined by the IRS, if you think so. So in that way, we know that there's no collection agency. The condition is very straightforward, and everything is being worked out amongst the franchise and the client. And when it doesn't work out, then the franchise just says, well, that's going to be then business loss, and a tax deduction occur because of it. So that's the general form, and those informationals to assist people in being a franchise are available through John Sittel Propriety Slack, and I think something that is well worth it to particular individuals, and particularly those that are looking to have a good time in business with no trouble, and affording to do so, and also to the betterment of their lifestyle and others, and to living longer and to living forever. So that's this time, and take care, and I hope that you have a nice night, you get some good sleep in, and you're fresh to go for tomorrow. And I'll be talking to you some other time, And that's this time, and as I say, sometime. Another record by Squeaky Clean. Take care.